when we work with visuals, it's sometimes a really good help to work with frames, so to have lines around the visuals, or also to work with so-called thumbnails. So those are very small versions of the final visuals. And also if we plan some more complex visuals, to have certain orientation lines inside of those frames, which really helps us in planning how the complete visual should be organized. So let's take a look at that. So what do we do here? So number one, we can work, with simple frames and then put in our icon or visual. So the frame really makes sure that our visual uses the right amount of space and is well placed within that frame. Yeah, so that usually helps a lot, especially in the beginning. Then, for planning bigger formats, we can also start out with the frame, but then have these orientation lines. And so very often it helps just to have two lines across from left to right and from top to bottom. And this really lets us plan more complex visuals. Yeah. So in the case of a sketchnote page, I just create those lines, and now I can really start planning, what should I put on top? What should I put further down? And here is the case example of a roadmap that I want to design for a business meeting. So I have some mountains, I have a sun, and then I plan that road. And then I see, okay, I have space for, let's say, 2 text boxes here. And then I can decide, okay, whether that's good enough or not. The same is true for a flip chart format. So here I have, of course, a different format. And again, I can put in my lines. So in that case, I have 3 columns and more or less 2 lines. So I gray that a little bit again, and then I can put in my content. So I would have a title, I would have a number or an index here. Maybe I would have like 3 text boxes, and then maybe something down here with a final message on what to do. So overall, these frames and orientation lines, they can help us a lot to number one, have a good orientation what we are doing, but they also help us build up a whole database of visual designs that we can use in business. So try them out, try figuring out how you can use them, and maybe really start exercising with them and start exercising on a couple of different formats and structures. That should be fun.